Hi guys, it's Ben here. Welcome back to another Scared Equine video blog. In today's video blog, I wanted to talk about the gifts that come from our voids in life. It doesn't matter who you are, everybody has voids in their life. And by voids, what I mean is we all have something that we perceive is missing in our life. And these voids can be a great motivating force in our life, but they can also be quite destructive if we're not conscious of them and how they're created and why they're there and so on and so forth. So when it comes to voids, a lot of times we have voids in different areas of our life. So for example, we might have a financial void. So we don't have a lot of money at the moment. So because we see that money is missing and we need money, we have this drive and determination to want to go out and make money, to get a job, to get a career, to empower ourselves. So we go out and we work and make money, and then we have money, we have stability, we have all these things going on. And then we go, oh great, you know, this is a lot better, but now we look at our family situation and we don't spend enough time with the kids. We don't get to play, you know, I don't get to go to the Saturday soccer match with my son because I have to work and make money. And so that creates a void in the family. And so it's like this kind of give and take and this compromise and ebb and flow between different areas of our life. And this is a normal thing for that to go back and forth and to ebb and flow like that. But oftentimes what we also have is we have much deeper voids that are things that we felt in our childhood that were missing. Okay, so for example, you might have been in a situation where you had parents that had no money, that were extremely poor, and so making the rent and paying the bills was something that was a real stretch for them. And you saw the emotional pain they went through. You saw the pain that your brothers and sisters went through not having enough and struggling to have enough food and to pay for all the things that are, you know, basic things that are important. And because of this intense struggle and this feeling of helplessness that you had and that emotional pain around that, when you became an adult, you made a decision and you said to yourself, I don't care what it takes, I am going to always make sure that I have enough money for myself and I have enough money for everybody in my life to feel comfortable and safe. And that, you know, becomes this intense driving force in your life where you just go out and you do whatever it takes to get that career, to land that job, to earn that money that you need to be comfortable and safe. And that can be an amazing, you know, outpouring of that void in your life that creates this amazing value to have financial stability. You might have a different void, that you might have grown up in a family that had a lot of money, and because they had so much money, they worked so much that they were never there for you. You know, emotionally, they're always out working, and they had nannies and carers and so on and so forth. And what you sensed was missing, even though you had all the money in the world, you had everything money could buy, you felt that there was never that sense of love and connection to your parents, that they traded their love and connection for giving you money and gifts. And so when you grew up, you almost had like a negative association with a lot of money, and you are happy to have less, and you would prefer that you had somebody in your life that connected to you, that was present with you, that was just able to be there with you and not be out working too much because you wanted to spend that time with them to fill that void of connection and love that you felt was missing in your childhood. So that drove you to create these amazing relationships and maybe have a family where you're deeply connected to that maybe wouldn't have been possible if you didn't have that void in your life. So these voids come bearing amazing gifts if we're willing to look for them. And this is what I want you to think about. I want you to think about, what are my deeper voids in my life? What did I perceive as missing in my childhood? And how have those voids giving me this amazing drive and these amazing gifts in my life now that I'm an adult, or now that as I grew up as an adult and to this day? I want you to think about those things, because if you look deep enough, you'll find there's a lot of amazing gifts that come from whatever experience you had as a child. And for me, this is something that was really powerful for me to see, because I had this big sense when I was a child that the thing that was missing for me was a sense of identity, of knowing who I was. I always felt like I just never quite was able to fit into any box, and to have a sense of identity with something. So it created this longing internally for me to want to find who I am. What's my purpose? Who am I? And this really strong sense of wanting to look for that. So when I left school, I had this really strong desire to learn about myself and to go and find people that knew how to point me in the right direction. So I learned from some amazing mentors and teachers about myself, and I went on an amazing journey of self-discovery and self-realization and learning more and more about myself. And it was such a powerful thing for me. And when all the things that I learned and discovered about myself, I then realized that, well, now that I have discovered this for myself, one of the greatest gifts for me is to be able to share that with everybody that comes to my workshops, that I work with personally. And it's been such a gift. But I would not have had any of that drive to do any of that if I did not have this void in my life, this void, for me to search and to go on this journey. So you can see these voids as like an initiation on the spiritual path. They're trying to get us to, to move out of our comfort zone, to go out in the world and take risks and to learn and to evolve as human beings. And they're very powerful for doing that. So if we become conscious of their gifts and we're aware of those voids and those gifts and how they take place in our life, how they form our responses and our values, we're a lot more empowered about how we allow them or we don't allow them to influence certain situations. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Please like and share, and I will see you in the next video.